and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena and this is Library of Diamonds, and in this I was gonna say in this channel, but I mean yes, more specifically in this video we're going to be doing a WIP and CHAT of this kit. This is a kit that's called A Moment of Serenity from Captured by Radiance. I'm gonna try to remember to leave a picture over here. I am right now working in the third row in the middle section. Originally the sections were kind of biggish, but here's a lot of confetti. Like, I'm going to start a very heavy confetti area, so I think I'm just gonna divide this by half. That way it's gonna be a bit easier for me, for my brain, because I'm gonna get I'm sorry, we're starting strong with a yawn. I'm so sorry. But yes, I'm gonna divide this, but first I want to change the putty on my pen. I'm not very big on accessories. I'm gonna start to get some here and there. I don't know how often it would be, but I am there's a space for that in my budget now, so slowly but surely I'm gonna be trying so many things. This is just a white pen. I really enjoy the shorter pens and thinner pens, and this is my preferred pen right now. I also have this other one with a screw and tip, like the threaded one, but this is a 12. But I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of like bent. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but I don't know how well it's seen, but it's bent, and I really want to get another tip, but I think that the next one I get, it's gonna be a 10. This is a 12 and I liked it, but still I'm not that great using it yet. Like, I am not able to be as precise. So the next one that I'm gonna order is actually another 8, like this one, because I feel it bent. Maybe it's not, but I feel it is bent. And like the regular one and the threaded one for this pen, I'm gonna order a 10, but I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for Black Friday. I don't want to be making any purchases until Black Friday. That way I have saved up enough to not go all out like crazy out, but have a decent saved. And I'm using just regular Diamond Art Club putty. When this one came out, I was really interested in it, but then with the new kits, the new kits have this, and so I have a small collection of 10 of these little things, and so that's what I've been using. I just finished my very first one, and that lasted for I don't know however many it lasted, but it lasted quite a lot. But speaking of putty was one of the things that I wanted to try from a small shop, of course, and I am really, really happy to announce that I'm gonna be getting some putty soon. And this was completely unexpected, and I did not purchase it. I have to say that I did not purchase that putty. I was just talking to, oh, by the way, I think this is perfect because I can mention this and then that takes me to that other topic of the putty. So I got a notification on rewind, and I got a notification on YouTube that a copyright something. I don't really know exactly what it is because my channel is small and I don't really know much about these things, but I get that notification that something about copyright, and so I go to the specific post, and I see that they had stolen some of my content, and that content that was stolen was actually reels. It was reels, well, reels / shorts, because there were some, I don't think they stole that from my shorts. I think they stole that from my reels, because there are videos that are on short content that is not on YouTube, but it is on Instagram, and then there's other content that is not on Instagram but is on YouTube. So all of them, and then there's content that's in both. So all of those videos appeared in Instagram, and I realized that it was stolen content, the ASMR type of videos. And I know I know how to identify a few people that do those type of videos as well. And one that I see quite a lot and that I watch the majority of her videos is Painting Sparkles. And I recognized, oh, this is too short. I recognized her content right away. because it was a video that I had seen quite recently, actually. And so, oh, whoopsies. And so I went to her Instagram and I saw the exact same videos, at least 2 of them. And I told her, oh, I think they're stealing your content because they're stealing my content. And, you know, we started talking about just content creator things like our YouTubes and a little bit about some, you know, some thoughts and opinions about the diamond painting community and whatnot. And I don't know. I feel that we kind of connected. Like, I really liked her, you know, and I think, I would like to, you know, call her my friend soon. So far, we're more like internet acquaintances, but an acquaintance that I really like. And that we were able to have a couple of nice conversations here and there. And, you know, we were just talking about certain stuff and whatnot. And she asked me if I used, what I used to diamond paint, like, if I used putty. And I was like, oh yeah, of course, I actually do. And she asked me, like, she told me if I was interested in her sending me some of her putty, because she sells putty. And I told her, well, actually, like, your putty is some of the putty that I had in my small shop that I want to try out. So I would absolutely love it. And she told me, like, it would not be necessary for you to like, it would be nice for you to share it, but not at all mandatory or any of that. And I was like, of course I'm gonna show it. I mean, it's very nice. So she just asked me for some of the, you know, if I had a preferred smell or any of that. And I just told her, you know what, I like fruity, citrusy stuff, and, you know, those are kind of like my preferred smells. And literally the next day, she sent me like a picture of the label, and she told me, like, oh, I'm gonna be shipping this today, like right now. And I'm so excited because, you know, I like connecting with someone in the community. I've connected with a few people, but I think so far we're very similar. Like, not only in some thought processes that we have, but, you know, the demographics of us are quite similar. And as I said, I just really, you know, it was a nice and interesting conversation. And I think that she since she is from Europe, like, she's from the Netherlands, I think people from certain parts of you know, the world, especially Europe, they have a very different way of viewing things and all that. And so I think that I connected quite a lot with her because of that. So I don't know. I just had a nice conversation. So yes, I'm going to be getting that putty soon. I don't really know what she sent me. And I prefer it that way. It's going to be like a blind unboxing, which it's so amazing. Like, it's receiving like a gift. Like, I know I'm going to get something soon in the mail, but I'm not entirely sure of what it is yet. Where are my tweezers? Oh gosh, I lost. Oh, here they are. So I'm gonna be really, really excited to get some of that putty. I'm so happy. And yeah, that's kind of like the story, like 2 in 1, I guess. I got some of the content stolen, and I have a new friendly acquaintance, and I'm gonna be receiving a gift pretty soon. And actually, I don't know the kind of status of that YouTube thing, but I don't really mind. I mean, I it's not that I don't care. It's just that I honestly had not thought about it in the entire week. I forgot. I don't think I said it, but today is Thursday, and I usually record my WIP and chats on Thursdays for them to go up on Fridays. But I think it's been out of my mind because this week I started at my new job, and oh my God, the information on that new job, like, it's so many things at once. It's so much new information that I'm a bit overwhelmed. Like, I actually, they sent me today like a manual that's, I guess that's one of the last things that they sent for you to revise. And right there it said, like, like kind of like a schedule of how it worked. Like, the first week is a training period for this and that, and then the second week, blah blah blah. And guys, I finished the schedule for the first week a day early. Like, I finished it today, so tomorrow I'm gonna be like training directly under someone. Like instead of just me getting into a platform and reading and reviewing, you know, training content from a specific platform, I'm going to be training directly under someone. So, and well, that was meant to start until next week, but I'm going to start a day earlier. And today, after like finishing everything, I still had like 40, no, not 40, more like 30 minutes to go, like until the end of the shift. And one of the supervisors, people who are going to be, you know, who are training me right now, oh, she was like, oh, try to do like this task and this, that, and this and that. And yeah, I kind of focused on that for the next 30 minutes, and it was quite simple, quite easy. This is going to be different from my last job, because on my last job, like I had like a specific set of working hours, but it was not specific to, like, I was not like entirely tied to a schedule. It was more like task, you know, performing the specific set of tasks that you were assigned to, you know, a time period. And yeah, but even though I had a bit of that free-ish time then, it was still unbearable. I really don't want to go into details because it really was like, it was a medical practice and it kind of, it was kind of the verge of malpractice, pretty much. So I don't really want to give more details or any details really about it. So in this place, it's different. Like it's a similar role, but it's quite different. And the platform that I'm going to be using is so different and a lot more detailed. And for one, that's a good thing because, you know, once you're used to it, everything flows easily, in my opinion. But as I said, so much information at the same time. It was like mind-numbing. There were times where like there were like training videos kind of taking you step by step through a platform and some other things. I was falling asleep. Like honestly, I kind of dozed off a few times and got lost in whatever they were talking about, and it was just interesting. So I had to, many times, had to go back or just restart from scratch that video because I could not, like, I would doze off for a few seconds and they would be 30 steps ahead. So I was not, like, I was like, where am I? Like, I don't know where I am. And I did that. But it was not, you know, I guess it's because it's a lot of new information in the span of like 4 days. But I'm a bigger, like a faster, not a faster learner, but I think it's easier for me to keep the information down once I already have hands-on experience with whatever topic it is. So I'm not worried. I'm not really worried about that. It's just like this kind of stress feeling of too much in such a short amount of time, where I start to second guess myself if I'm going to be able to do it and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I know myself and I know that those type of irrational thoughts is just my anxiety talking. Oh, shoot. That's happening a lot to me with this canvas. But I think it's because I like load the pen too much. I don't know. Let me see if I can take some putty away, because I think it's that. But I think since I'm I also think it's because I'm a hard presser. I don't know. Pressing hard makes sense, and like it's, I don't know. But whatever. I'm just gonna reposition it. So there's that. What else? There really, like, other than work, not much has happened. The only thing that I'm struggling with is that I am struggling with my sleep schedule, because I'm waking up earlier to be able to be a bit productive in the mornings, because I work from 9 to 6. So I work a bit earlier, so I am able to be productive for like 2 hours, but I end up going to bed almost at the same time. So I think that's something I need to change if I want to. And I guess like that was also one of the reasons why I was kind of dozing off way too often with you know, with the training videos on that specific platform. like the voice in the videos was too monotonous, but at the same time I know that I was tired and I had to, you know, stand up and kind of like just walk in my place, and it was a whole thing. And yeah, so the first 2 days well, no, even not so much yesterday, but the first 2 days, like Monday and Tuesday, I was pooped by the end of the day. The end of the day being like 6 p.m. But for some reason, my body doesn't fall asleep, because I thought, oh, great, at least I'm going to be able to, get to bed earlier without a problem. And that way I can, start to turn my schedule, like my sleeping schedule. So I go to bed earlier and I can wake up also earlier. And that way, like, I'm still productive and whatnot. But that has not happened. Like, I have been waking up at 6:50 to 7, and I've been going to bed at somewhere between 1 and 2 a.m. Yesterday I went to bed at 1:30. The day before that I went to bed at 1. The day before that I went to bed at 3. I don't know why I said 10. So that needs to change. And today I didn't end up so pooped, because most of the training today, like, I finished a big chunk of the training that was on that platform, and the other section of the training for the day was just to review some documents and like some manuals, like, on my own. So I just downloaded them to my iPad and I just went through them like regular reading. So I was able to go at my own pace and, write on it and all that, because I am a very hands-on person to learn things. So that really helps me personally. And that was not as tricky. That was really not, it took me like almost 3 hours to review one of the manuals, but at the same time, it didn't feel like it, because yeah, it was more studying in a way that I am used to study, from a document, from a book kind of thing. And I still have some questions about, the topics and all that, but those are kind of things that I wouldn't know how to explain what my questions are about it, because it's not exactly something that, like, I could not tell you exactly what it is. It's more a thing that I think it's going to come up once I'm hand-on experiencing a specific thing. I don't know if I'm explaining myself, but yeah. So the plan for tomorrow, since I'm ahead a week, not a week, oh my god, I wish, a day, I'm a day ahead. I am going to be like doing some training, like hands-on. Still not what I'm meant to do the second week, but getting there, for me to start, to see if there are questions that can be answered tomorrow while I have some hands-on experience. But so far it's been okay, other than that overwhelming feeling and stuff. I guess it would be momentary, is that the word? I don't know. But yes, I'm so, like, the relief I have is just indescribable, really. I was able to just, I had not been making like some of the medical appointments that I was meant to do, but that's because I still didn't have, we still didn't have like all the paperwork like run through and the documentation like updated and all that for the insurance, that sort of payment plan that we were able to make. And so I got it. When was it? Was it Wednesday? Or was it? No, it was Tuesday as well. My brain is foggy. It was Tuesday. And so I went through all of it. And yeah, I just basically readjusted my budget, with the new pay that I'm going to have and all that. And also, like, it's so weird how sometimes it feels that everything is going wrong. Nothing is turning out as you want it to turn out. And then something starts, like one of the billion things that you start to make work for you, one of them clicks and one of them starts to go, and it's like a domino effect. like everything else starts to fall right into place. At least that's how I feel it happens, because that happened, like, and I'm talking, you know, income wise, that happened. And the app where I've been giving online appointments had been kind of dead, really. And I think it's because the holiday season, like the summer season, where many people have vacations in Mexico and you know, in beaches and in these little towns that are really popular and that a lot of people come to. And did I explain what that was? Well, I'm gonna explain it later, but like, okay, I think I need to put some context. So that is the kind of appointments, like consultations, like medical appointments that I'm doing that are online. It's a platform of doctors from Mexico that we have basically an app, and we receive a notification when someone is looking for a doctor in the area and that has gone through the process of using that app. You put your own rates there. The rates really are like not expensive for people, because it's usually people coming from the US or from Europe, where, you know, the living expenses over there are definitely, like, wages and all that, it's different. So like a price that I put to one of my appointments is nothing compared to a price that you would get, like a primary consultation, if you didn't have insurance. So that makes it easier for patients to actually book an appointment with you because of the price. And so you're able to place a price, and they tell you, like, oh, like when I first had the appointment, like kind of like the interviewing process to know if I was going to be selected, they told me like kind of what was a range that they saw most of the doctors do. And I was like, well, that's a great range. And I stay usually at like the lower end of that range, basically because I'm new still and I don't have many reviews yet. But I know that I can go even higher. I don't think I will, at least not for now. But yeah, because I want to kind of, you know, build some sort of reputation, if you will. I don't know. But the point is that people schedule an appointment there with you, and that, well, not with you. They make a request for an appointment. Like, they put their data in and they say, oh, I'm a male or a female or whatever, and I'm having the symptoms and blah, blah, blah. They kind of detail what they're looking for. And that message is once they like register in the page and do all of that, they select what kind of provider they want, or like within which time frame, or within a price range, you know, kind of a few things. And then the notification gets sent to all of the doctors that fit those requirements that the patient made. And like, I get a notification that I have a new patient request. And after I see the request, I can see like their basic information, like name and age, and kind of like a small paragraph of like, oh, I've been traveling for, let's say, 5 days, and I started experiencing, I don't know, like nausea and fever and whatever. And then you read that and you say, oh, okay, I'm gonna send them like an offer. And you can send multiple offers. Like, you can send, usually I send 3 offers for the next like hour. If I have the entire hour available, I would send them like my offer, like this day, which is usually the same day that you're getting that, this day, and then 3 times, and my rate, like what I'm gonna be charging for that appointment. And after that is just a waiting game. It's just you to wait. It's just you waiting to see if they accept your request or if they go to other provider, because they're going to be receiving request like this. Since this notification goes to multiple doctors, they get to choose, because they get that request to their email and they see different requests and they go through your profile, and then, you know, they decide on whether or not they want to book an appointment with you. And then, as I said, it's a waiting game. And if they choose you as a doctor that they want to see, they just accept, they pay directly in the app, and you receive a notification like a patient has booked an appointment with you. And that's pretty much it. But as I said, I started that in August, and August was kind of okay, but I started pretty much in the middle of the month, so there were not many appointments during August. But still, I was getting like the first 10 days, like the first week and a half, I did like one daily, and then one every 2 to 3 days, and then at the end of August it was like dead. Like the entire like last week of August, I had no appointments at all, and I was like, am I banned? Did something happen? Because I started to get concerned, because I was getting like a lot of, and mind you, those were just not only the requests that I got, those were the patients that I saw. It was not like I got many other requests, but they can also like cancel the appointment and stuff. So out of all the patients that either canceled or booked with another doctor, I still had a decent amount. And it was like my first few days in the platform, and I started to get worried. But then I also thought like, okay, this summer season is dwindling down. People are going back to their jobs. Kids are going back to school. And it is only it's only if people are having their vacations in Mexico right now. Like, it's not going to show up if you look for it, in the US. To my knowledge, I'm not entirely sure. So I kind of was, okay, I'm going to try not to freak out. And then in the entire month of September, I had only one appointment, like in the entire month. And I was like, okay, yeah, maybe it is. It might definitely be that is not a high season at all. And then right now in October, I started to get a lot of notifications. The bad thing about it is that most of the notifications I got like very, very early in the morning. And by the time that I woke up, they had either canceled it or chosen another doctor. So that's another reason why I want to try to wake up really early. That way I can kind of catch up those appointments, because it's like when you are receiving kind of like an introduction to it, they tell you the easiest way for you to get booked, even if you don't have many reviews or not a review at all, is to, or at least try to be on hours that are not, that are not going to be regular hours for doctors to see people, like very early in the morning or very late at night. And yeah, I was like, I don't think so. But I noticed that there's more requests like very, very early in the morning, like between 4 and 6 a.m. I've gotten a few requests like that. So I don't think I'm going to be waking up 4 a.m., but I would like to wake up maybe at 6 at some point, do some diamond painting and household chores from 6 to 9, and then work from 9 to 6, and then, go to bed a bit earlier in the day. But yeah, the point with that is that October has already been a bit more active than September, basically, in most of August. I have not seen many patients because I've had those situations where I wake up and I see that I missed a request. So that's a bummer. But something really funny happened yesterday, because I got a notification. It was about 9:45, I think. And I got a notification and I sent an offer right away. I sent 3 offers, one for 10, 10:20, and 10:40, like 20 minutes of each other. And 10, 10, 20, yes, 10, 10, 20. And so I saw a patient, and all this is by video call pretty much. And so I saw a patient. I was with a patient for only like 10 minutes. It was something very simple, but they don't really know kind of how the whole medical system works here, which is vastly super different from how it is in the US. And I just do the prescription, like an e-prescription and stuff, like from a software that I get. And that was it. And I was telling him like, oh, I'm just going to be giving you, like, I usually just do the consultation and then I send all the information, to a kind of portal that they have in the app, like a message. with their prescription and, you know, other paperwork that sometimes they need for insurance purposes and stuff. And you guys, like, I was doing the paperwork for the patient and I got another request. And I was like, oh my God. And mind you, whenever you get a request from there, you have to answer really, really quickly because, you know, these notifications go to, like, it's not only going to me, it's going to more than a few providers. I don't know exactly how many, but there's been times where I miss a notification by like literally 2 minutes. And by the time that I want to send the offer, they already booked they have already received another offer and they had already booked an appointment with another person. So I really need to be really, really quickly about that. And so I was, like I said, I was doing the prescription and everything, and I got a notification that someone was like making a request, and I didn't even see what it was. I just jumped in and said, yes. And I basically booked 2, which is not, that has not happened ever. Like seeing 2 patients back to back in that app. It's basically first serve. How is that said? First come, first serve, whatever. So yeah, that was really cool. And so yesterday, oh, and also you get paid in euros because that app was first made in Italy, and now it's being adapted to Latin America. I think it's in a few countries in Latin America, but I'm not entirely sure where. I think I saw it was in Mexico and Brazil for now, but I think they want to expand. So their kind of headquarters and everything, the management and everything is in Rome, I believe. So you get paid in euros, and you get charged like a percentage of your appointments, but still, like, the amount that I'm able to charge is surprised that no one in Mexico would pay a GP, you know, like a general doctor, which is what I am. And really, it's not abusing, like, I am not charging, you know, 100 euros for an appointment or anything, like, not at all. I'm charging, like, but for me, and, you know, for the living wages here in Mexico, and compared to what a patient is willing to pay, because I don't know why people see general doctors here in Mexico as pretty much, I don't know how to explain it. Like, when you tell someone that you're a doctor, the first thing that they ask you is, oh, what's your specialty? And you say, oh, I don't have a specialty. They're like, oh, you know, as if going to school for 7 years, it's not a career. And it's mind-boggling. But yeah, they don't really, yeah, that's something that I don't really like about Mexico regarding my career in specific. But yeah, no one would pay the amount that they pay, even if it's very well worth it. Like, you won't believe it, but there are like these type of pharmacies that have attached consult rooms with GPs, but the fee for, you know, the fee to see a GP, like a GP, a doctor in medicine, is sometimes between $2 and $3. I am not kidding. That is a fee. And since those kind of places there are a lot in the entire country. So that's why people kind of got used to, you know, pay $2 to $3 for a fee, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, for a GP, usually specialists, the rate is way higher and very well deserved, of course, but, you know, it's kind of a joke. So I really like that platform because even though it's not like on a daily basis and I could definitely not live off of it, it's a nice way to make a considerable amount of money in just a few minutes. Like yesterday, for my previous salary, I made about, how much was it? I made about 6 hours. Like the amount of money that I would make in 6 hours in my last job, I made it in 30 minutes. So that's really great. Like that's another big relief. So I'm hoping that now that the holidays are, are approaching, a lot of people who live up north or with very cold winters, they come to Mexico to have some vacations, either to a beach or to those little towns that are so like whimsical and magical. And I mean, I'm not wishing for them to get sick, but I'm wishing that if they get sick, they grab an appointment with me because that would really help me. And I told my boyfriend, like, all the money that I get from those appointments and from YouTube, I'm gonna use it like for diamond painting, which is fantastic. Like, I'm gonna probably use a chunk of it to help bump up my medical payments for my insurance, but still, like, once that's done, now that 100%, I believe it's going to go towards that. So I don't think I told you like entirely how that was. And that's what I say when I mean, no. That's what I mean when I say that once something starts to kind of work in your favor, like the wheel starts going, not the wheel. Oh, I missed another. Oh, I hate it. Like, I saw here that I missed a D, and then here I saw that I missed a G, which is a color that I just did, and it's so annoying. I would usually just get one out. Is it one out? Yeah. So, what was I saying? I forgot. What was this one? Was this it? Oh, there's more than one D. Like, I just saw this one and there's three. Oh gosh. I hate it. It's because of all I was gonna say color blocking. No, this section has no color blocking at all. It's because of all of this confetti. It's really easy to miss. And whenever it's like a small amount, I just pour them like in the lid of the container, of the mini container. At least when it's this round containers. And there's that. And now I'm gonna grab a G because I could wait, but then I'm gonna forget again, and then I'm gonna get. Oh, there's another G over there. See what I mean? So there's only two. So when there's just two, I'm just gonna drop them here and place them, like turn them upside down. And oh, there's another G. Oh my god, I needed three. You know what? I don't care. Instead of these being a G, I'm just gonna put an A. Like, the colors are so similar between one another. One drill is not gonna make a difference. I don't even know why I went back to all of that. Like, I don't know what it is with this kit that when that happens, like, it is a bit annoying, but I don't know. I think that with a heavy confetti kit, like regularly, I would go crazy, but with this one, it's just like, oh, here we go. I don't know. I'm really enjoying this one. I started this one kind of like on a whim. I was not planning on doing this, but I finished, which one I finished? I finished Which Bedroom, and wait, oh, shoot. I finished which bedroom, and I was trying to figure out which kit I wanted to do next. And my original plan was to, for the entirety of the duration of Drills and Chills, I was going to do kits related to Drills and Chills, that fit the theme. But once I finished that and I saw what kits I had remaining that fit the theme of the event, I felt like, nah, I don't want to. I don't really feel like it. I kind of started to feel a bit drained. I wouldn't say burnt out, although I think I used that word in the chat, like Discord chat. But I don't think burnt out was a word. I think it was more like, meh, I don't know. So I had been thinking about this kit for a few days, and when I realized that I didn't want to start another like witchy kit or stuff, like I still have Mabon to go, and right now I am only one row away from finishing it. But back when I kitted this up and started it, I only had, I think, 2 rows, like a very big chunky row and another regular sized for me row. And I wanted to have, 2 kids going. I usually like to have 1, but most times I have 2 kids going. And I was kind of like trying to decide on whether or not I wanted to do that, because Mabin is a round and this one is also a round. And I don't think I've ever worked with, like, whenever I'm working on 2 kids, it's usually like a round and a square. And I'd never done 2 rounds, like I've done 2 squares or multiple squares or whatever, but I had not done only rounds. And now the kid that I want to work on next is also a round. But I'm trying not to think too much about it, because I believe that would sort of limit my enjoyment of stuff. Like if I force myself to do kids in a specific order, or you know, keep a rule of 1 round, 1 square, or blah blah blah. I would like to have more, like a more balanced amount between rounds and squares, but that will come with time, I believe. But yeah, the next kit that I want to start is actually also a round, and I am really, really excited to work on that. And I actually want to start kitting that up like right now, but I prefer not to, because I know that if I kit it up, I will want to start working on it right away. And I'm going to leave in the back burner this one and Mappin. And I still want to keep working on this one. Like, this kit has me really excited. I really, and Mappin as well. Like, I don't know. I'm enjoying it so much. But I think that I'm going to be working on 3 round kits in a row, at least for now. And then I'm also getting another round one quite soon. Well, 2 round ones and another square quite soon. And I don't know why. I think I might have seasons, like square season or round season, or I don't know. I just like to go with what I feel that I want to do. I don't want to, fulfill a pattern specifically just for a self-imposed rule that is really just an arbitrary thing. Nothing that really actually matters and that could potentially affect my enjoyment of diamond painting. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you still. I think you might be able to see the unboxing. No, not the unboxing. The kitting up soonish. I don't know. It depends on how long it takes me to finish either this or Mabin. I don't know which one I want to finish first. Probably Mabin, but we'll see. I think that would be all for today's video. I don't know exactly for how long I talked, but sometimes I think that I talk too much and it ends up being like a super short amount of time. But I guess it's also because I speak kind of fast, in my opinion. I do not know, but I've been told like all my life that I speak quickly, like really, really fast. So that might be it, like that I think I say too much because the words per minute that are coming out of my mouth is high. But I don't know which one I was doing. The 8, right? Yeah, the 8. So yeah, guys, as I said, this is it for today's video, and here I have another G that I missed. I'm gonna go back and place it. So yeah, this was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed my... Oh no, that's a lie. That is a complete and utter lie. I just remembered something else that I wanted to tell you, that I don't like this, but it's something that I think I won't be able to do. So seeing how I end up, burnt, well, not burnt, just kind of super tired from work because I'm still adjusting and everything. And also seeing that I still don't have one of the kits that I wanted to use for November's challenge, and I don't think I'm gonna be getting it soon enough for me to do that challenge. And I'm not sure if I would even have the time to do that challenge. I think that is very, very likely that I won't be doing a challenge video this month. And that's a bummer, because so far, even last month where I thought I was not going to come up with any ideas, I was able to, and I made a challenge video and I really liked it. But I think this is going to be the first time that I'm going to miss that. Now, we're only on October 17th. Is it 17th? Yeah. We still have a little under a month left to go of October. But usually challenge videos take me quite a while. That video wouldn't take me as long probably. But again, it's a video that I want to do with a specific kit. So if it doesn't get here on time, I guess either I won't do it, like ever, or I might do it for December. I still don't know. But as far, oh, what was that? But as far as November go, I can already tell that is very, very unlikely that I'm going to be doing a challenge video this month. And I'm really sad about that. But yeah, now that is it for today's video. I think that the most important thing that I wrote down that I wanted to tell you, I just forgot. It just flew my mind. But I hope you like this video. I hope that you enjoyed my chitter chatter and that I was able to keep you company for a little bit of your day. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and don't forget to keep on diamond painting. Bye bye.